Boom. Boom. What up? So what up, y'all? What up, y'all? I wonder if I just did that. Look at that. I don't have to have the back on. Boom. What up? There's my neighbor. He's pulling in now. But he's doing all right. He's just pulling in. And there's old Wayno. Bad timing on this one. So, it is what it is. But I'm in here smoking a doobie. Sorry, I'm giving it a minute because he's right there. And it's weird talking to myself in this video. So, what's happening? She still fires up, hey Wayne? Yeah. No, it's alright. Nice to see you, man. Fucking A. Alright, I'm back, sorry. He's been out for the count. There we go. He's gone. I can talk again. Sorry. I know it was 2 minutes. I know. I'm sorry I wasted 2 whole fucking minutes of your life. Alright? I'm sorry. What do you want? What? As long as I don't say fuck, we're good. Apparently I can freak out. I just can't say fuck. So, what I want to speak on today, a few things I want to speak on today. This might be a 20-minute long video. That was my neighbor Wayne, by the way. What a great guy, man. He had diverticulitis. So he was out. And then they found a abscess in his stomach. And it was the size of what'd they say, a baseball. The size of a baseball. In his guts. So, that surgery, came home, everything was good. He had like 9 days off of work still because he works at the mine. So them guys work like 3 weeks and then get like 2 weeks off type shit. So he had plenty of days off. All of a sudden he woke up one morning. Man, his wife reached out to me. She reached out to Ann first, but Ann didn't answer. So she reached out to me. Ann didn't answer because she was reading a book anyway. Even though I know it might not be believable, but people still do read books. So anyway, she was just distraught. She didn't know what to do. I'm glad she reached out to us anyway because that was. Oh, hold on. Because it, I'm glad she felt like she could reach out to us. That was good. It made our neighbor relationship, I think, closer. But again, they found another fucking abscess. And he was out. He's been out for weeks. I haven't even seen him. I see he got a haircut, though. Looks like he's moving around nicely. Anyway. So, a couple things I want to touch on, alright? Society is fucked, guys. You can't do anything these days. You can't do anything at all. Somebody is waiting to report you for something. Let me see if I can maneuver this a little bit more towards me. Somebody's always waiting to do something. Evil lurks. Waiting for the lost, man. Waiting for the lost. Only those who denounce the faith will be lost. And I'm going to bring this back. I'm going to come back into that. So, society's fucked, man. I know most of my audience is older than me. But if you have kids and you're watching this, you have to have the strength and courage to stand up for yourself. Even when all odds are against you, you have to do it. You have to. I'm dealing with shit right now with my kids and the school system and the state of Michigan all in one. Come on, man. I mean, I know none of you guys know me day to day personally. Sorry, I keep looking around. I'm just making sure. I'm still sitting here by myself. Nobody's come walking their dogs or anything. Not that it fucking matters. But I'm just dealing with a lot right now to my kids and the school system and the state. And everybody thinks, everybody's got to butt their fucking nose into stuff, And like I was saying, I know you guys don't know me. You guys only know what I show you on this screen, But I hope you know that I'm a fucking genuine person. I hesitate there just because I don't like to talk up. I don't like to boast about myself, right? I think I like to consider myself as a humble person. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I've treated people poorly, and I recognize that shit, and I work hard at making sure that's not who I am anymore. With anybody, it's strangers. It's funny. This dude was begging for money the other day, and I had a $10 bill just like sitting in my door handle, and Annie was with me, and I said, "Here, roll down your window and give it to that man." It said Vietnam vet, 10th Infantry from 69 to 71 or something. And I realized he could get benefits, and there's programs and housing and food stamps and all that shit. I normally don't give money to people. But I gave her the $10 because it was here. He was asking for it, so I gave it to him. And he said he seen that it was a 10, and he was just like, "God bless you." And I said, "No, man, God bless you." And he said, "Drive safe." And then we drove off. And so we get into traffic, and I'm talking like within 15 seconds, I see a Jeep, a regular Jeep, like a base model Jeep, but it had Trackhawk rims on it. I'm sorry, it had Trailhawk rims on it. And I said, "Look at this fucking poser. This old wannabe ass bitch thinking she can rock Trailhawk rims because we have a Trailhawk, right?" So I'm like, imposter, And she's like, "Eric, you can like lift somebody's spirits up once. How can you be so nice and giving and lift somebody's spirits up, and then a couple seconds later call this person a bitch for?" And I know, even though I was kidding, you know, I try to be nice to everybody. Is what the point was. But we all fall short, and as parents, there is no parental guide. I do the best that I can while I'm also dealing with all of my traumas. You know, like many people, everybody has a story to tell, so I am not here to tell one. You've never heard me tell a story. But like many people, I did not have an easy childhood. It was not ideal. I was the kid that was wishing he was every other kid in the classroom, but me, right? So, trying not being exposed and conditioned to what proper and more normal parenting is like. I'm just fucking winging it. And sometimes I fucking kill it and I just crush it. And other times I'm super shitty about it and I could do better. And we've all been there. So again, I'm not special. I'm not making a story about it. It's just I'm dealing with shit. And the point I was trying to make is, when is enough enough? You know? When is enough enough? I don't know. Everybody has a line in the sand, you know? You have to be extremely realistic with yourself as to where your line is. And you better dig that fucking line deep. You better entrench that fucking line. And hold it. Because I was put in a couple different circumstances today where things could have went drastically different for me. They didn't, and I'm so happy that they didn't. But I had a line, and my kid's mom's boyfriend wasn't about to cross that motherfucker, and nor was the state of Michigan. And I'm glad they both decided to think like a human being today and not involve themselves. So that's cool. Which brings me to my point, though. And I have many points. You know, if you have kids, pay attention to what they're doing. Pay attention to what they're involved in, i.e., school. If the school, so this is where I was going earlier, as parents, we have to show courage to make the changes we know we need to make. I fall short on this still. I tell myself I'm going to work out every day, and I don't fucking work out. I don't do it. I eat healthy. Man, I take all these extra supplements. Well, I thought we had somebody coming. I was going to kill the lights. I do all these things, but I don't work out. Then in the wintertime, I don't run. Speaking of that, today was a beautiful day. No trails, real clouds, what looked like real clouds, and blue skies. I mean, it was kind of amazing. The sun was out. It was like 40-something degrees. We almost have no snow left again. The snow that we got, like the 5 fucking feet we got in a week and a half, is gone. Anyway, we have to know when to make these changes, and we have to have the courage to do so, man, and that's more important. Having the courage to make these changes. I'm taking my fucking daughter out of the shit schools system that she's in. We're finishing this year off. She only has a couple months left. It's already February. She does not like it, but this is a discussion we had earlier this week, and she's just going to have to embrace it with a positive attitude, but she is her own person, and she doesn't like to look at things positively. I try to be that example, so as she gets older, she can reflect, and maybe it'll grab a hold, but she tends to be very negative about everything. So find your line and hold and stick to your guns, man. Hold it, If the shit isn't aligning with your values and your morals, then do what you have to do to change it up. And so it does. So another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was Tim mentioned several days ago now that the more open and loud you are with your faith, the more you're going to feel spiritual attacks against you. Okay? I've heard that for many years. I'm sure all of you have heard that. There are probably a lot of you that believe that. There are probably a lot of you that heard him say that and said, yes, they do. But I'm here to tell you, they do not. Ever. Satan and all his little fucking minions and evil spirits and those like him, they dare to come close to God's children. Okay? They prey on the lost. Okay? They feed on the souls of the lost. When anybody ever tells you the louder you get about your religion, the more demons will attack you, the more you'll start feeling spiritually attacked. That's trash. That's not real. They either need to get it out of their head or separate themselves away from the people who are not God's children. Because there is a high price to be paid for fucking around with the children of God, dude. And they know this. Even they will be snapped out of fucking existence. Above and below. Boom, done. For coming close to God's children. So they don't. They prey on the lost and hope that the lost don't find the light. All right? So I want to clear that up. And I'm not sure that's something that's just that you can factually prove. But you can, because it's in the Bible. The patron saint, what is it? The Archangel Michael. What's the thing? He says it. Even they will be snapped out of existence into the eternal flames, and then out of existence or something. He who thinks he will have close to God's children or something like that. Anyway, it references it many times in the Bible. I think we all need to just breathe and know that God is with us. And if this person over there is being shitty, well, that's just a shitty person. They're not spiritually attacking you. That person is just physically being a shitty person. You will not be, if you have God in your heart, man, you will not be spiritually attacked. Ever. I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, people do get possessed, where those people followers? Did those people have God in their heart when they got possessed? I don't know. But that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I was going to make a video like an hour ago or more. Sorry, somebody driving by. When it was still daylight out, I wanted to show you guys how nice it was. But I got caught up, had to make dinner for everybody. So I made dinner, and then I kind of snuck away. So I'm not even eating with them tonight. But those are a couple things I wanted to talk about. I'll leave all the rest in between the lines for you to fill in. But that's about it. 20 minutes in. Look at that. I told you guys it's going to be a 20-minute video. Sorry it started off a little slow. It probably dragged on a few times. Hope everyone's having a great Friday, man. We're going to roll into this weekend. I don't know what you guys got planned, but I'm kind of happy. It's like the first time in several weeks where I don't have to work a single day this weekend. I got Saturday and Sunday completely off. And I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I'm going to try not to go to Menards and spend money. That's the goal. The goal is to use more material that I already have at the house than purchasing more material at Menards. All right, that's the goal. To use more than I purchase. Because I know I got to go to Menards at some point. I need some nylon and some 3/8 nylon nuts. Some nylon, some self-locking nylon nuts. I know I need those. But that's it, man. I'm still smoking weed. What do you want? Stars are out pretty heavy tonight. See that guy, any of you guys ever follow UP Prepared Lifestyle? He doesn't live too far from where I live. I like that name. I like that channel name. UP Prepared Lifestyle. It's a good name. I'm trying to get there myself. I don't know what to do right now. Maybe he'll have some input. If he watched this far along, which I doubt it, maybe he'll have some input. Do I sell my home? He knows where I'm at. Do I sell my home? I have a lot of equity into my home. I have more equity into it than I owe on it. Do I sell it? Do I keep it? Do I rent it? I got to get another place. I got to get some property. I need like 80 fucking acres. 40 like minimum. And it's just starting to pop back on the market. It's getting hot again. But I think the market's going to drop, guys. I talked to a realtor friend of mine. And a good dude, solid dude, old guy. And he said he thinks it's going to flatline and just stay where it's at. And I didn't even think about that. A lot of people say it's going to keep going, it's going to stay strong. A lot of people say it's going to crash and go down. He said it's going to flatline and it's going to hold exactly where it's at right now. And over the next year or two, we ourselves are going to adjust to it. Which sucks, because if I think that the gap in inflation, the ratio there, whatever, I think it just got bigger, because every fucking house is $400,000 or more. When, like, a couple years ago, they were half that cost. They were literally $200,000. My mom bought her house for $146,000. Her house is worth $350,000 right now. That's insane. That's insane. Our house is already worth double what we owe on it. Double what we bought the damn thing for. That doesn't include all the updates we've done. We're renovating that fucking thing from top to bottom, slowly but surely. I'm fucking almost 30 minutes into this thing. That's crazy. It's the longest video I ever had, eh? So what do y'all think? I don't know. I guess I should probably go inside. It's Friday, though. I'm feeling a little antsy. It's Friday. I don't have to go to bed immediately. Annie's feeling a little under the weather. Very sleepy. Oh, man, I bought these wellness shots from Truline. If you guys follow Bedros Keuilian at all, which I hope you guys do, I don't care how old you are, follow this man. He has excellent advice, especially advice you can carry over into parenting. He has a supplement company called Truline, and I ordered the Truline wellness shots, and I had one. I want to do one every other day, not every day, every other day. And I had one the other day, and it was like amazing. I never tasted anything like it. It was super cool. It's got ginger in it, echinacea, turmeric, cayenne, pepper. It's got a ton of shit in it. Like real shit. B12 is methylcobalamin based, which is, if any of you take B12 supplements, why don't you check what type of B12 it is? If it's B12 supplement, it'll say B12, and it'll say as blah, blah, blah. Well, unless it says as methylcobalamin, okay, I'll say it again, methylcobalamin, that's the good B12. If it says like cyanocobalamin or some shit like that, trash. That's toxic for your body. B12 is good for your body, but the proper B12 is good for your body. So, that's the first thing I looked at. B12, okay, look at that, man. Methylcobalamin. They said they shorted no fucking expense. They wanted the most pure, the most real supplement mix, and they fucking got it. It's expensive. The first one isn't expensive because the first time you buy, if you use Bedros as a code, a coupon code, it's half off. So I subscribed to save money, but you can cancel it anytime. So I subscribed to save money, did the first one half off, and I will definitely keep going with these. You get 30 in a thing. I take one every other day, so I'll just subscribe for every other month. And super good shit. And that's why I don't ever get sick. But anyway, that's it, man. That's it, girl. That's it, gal. That's it, y'all. That's it, eh? Yader. Oh, yader, eh? But, it's funny when you just watch a fucking, a light just like flickering, eh? Star just flickering like crazy. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out for 30 minutes, man. If you made it to the end, we're going to do like old school style. If you made it 30 minutes, 45 seconds into this, then comment, I heart Phil's 550 store. That would be amazing. All right, guys. So remember to stay positive in your life. I think I'm going to take a ride tomorrow. We're going to go out into the woods. Since we don't have any snow, we can go out on the trails, which is kind of... I'm loving it. There's a lot of people that are not liking this. But I'm like, you know what? We deal with some fucking brutal winters, guys. Winters that are just... Man, they break people. I embrace it. But I am enjoying kind of having a winter off. I'm going to feel it next year for sure. But you know what? Fuck it, dude. I'm enjoying having a decent winter off. I feel like I'm back in Texas or something. But remember that nobody's immune, all right? Nobody's immune to the trials and tribulations of this life. So when they hit you, you can't fucking pass that shit on. You know, you have to be above it, and you have to fucking smile when you don't want to smile. And you have to stay positive. You have to spread it as much as you can. Because there's a lot of other people who aren't fucking doing so hot either. And it helps, you know. A random stranger helped me load something in the back of my pickup truck today. I got an F-250. It's got a 4-inch lift on it. Doesn't have big old crazy fucking offset tires, but it's a tall truck. I have to jump into the fucker. It sucks, kinda. But you know, and it was just nice. It was nice to feel that energy of somebody, of a random stranger, seeing what I was about to attempt. I would have done it. I probably would have, I would have done it. It would have just, I'd have wore myself doing it. And he came over and, would you like help? I said, yes, sir, I would. And honestly, that in itself was just comforting. So remember to be that guy. And on that note, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.